Well, I just got done watching the Lions lose to the Green Bay Packers, 27-13, and this was an ugly start to the season. It's been an ugly weekend overall, but sticking with the NFL, yeah, the defense could not get any pressure on Jordan Love all game. I don't know if they even blitzed or what, but like Hutchinson was not a factor. Uh, no, they just were able to pass the ball down the field. They did it. Lions defense did a good job stopping the run, but it doesn't matter if you can't stop the pass. Jordan Love was able to throw downfield with ease, and they jumped early to a 10-0 lead. Uh, Lions got a field goal, but then the Packers got another touchdown, makes it 17-3. Lions were able to drive the ball down the field a few times in the middle of this game, and it took them a while. But like once they got in the red zone, they couldn't score a touchdown. They had to settle for field goals, and it was 17-6 for the longest time. Lions defense they stepped up a little bit in the second half, held the Packers to a few 3-and-outs, but it was too much. The offense really couldn't get anything going. And then they were worn out. Josh Jacobs with a 3-yard touchdown at the end kind of just sealed it. The final score, once again, 27-13. Lions score a late touchdown, a 13-yard pass from Jared Goff to Isaac Tesla. So at least one bright spot, the rookie gets his first career touchdown. Spectacular catch too. They had to review it because they weren't sure if he caught it or not, but he did. And I think the key to this game was the Packers dominated the line of scrimmage on both ends of the ball. The Lions could not get any pressure on Jordan Love, and Jared Goff was pressured all game. And I think a key to that, losing Frank Ragnow to retirement, and then Kevin Zeitler to the Tennessee Titans, it really showed because we have a rookie in Ratledge in there. We have Graham Glasgow, who's okay, but he's not Frank Ragnow. Frank Ragnow's an all-pro. And, I'll give some credit to the Packers defense. Their linebackers are fast. They're probably one of the better linebacking groups in the NFL. Michael Parsons was the big story coming into this game. He came in from the trade from the Dallas Cowboys, and there were some talks about his back being questionable, but it didn't show. He was getting pressure. He only had one sack, but he was always a factor in this game. And the Lions offense just looked lethargic, and they need a rebound. You dropped a divisional game early now. You're 0-1, and you got to play the Bears next week at home. I'll be at that game and see if we can beat Ben Johnson and his crew. But yeah, one complaint I do have. The Lions had an interception by Brian Branch, and he returned it for a touchdown, but it got called back for holding. Now, I'm not complaining about the holding because I think that was the right call, but there was another penalty, and it got declined. So none of this really matters. It's just a principle. Aiden Hutchinson gets called for a personal foul on a block on Jordan Love, and their reasoning is you're not supposed to block the quarterback on interception returns if he's not close to the ball. Well, who's to dictate how close he is or not? I'm sorry, but I just think they're overly protecting the quarterbacks, especially when on Friday night Mahomes can act like he's running out of bounds and then just knock a guy out before going, and they celebrate that, but a quarterback can hit you as hard as they can, but it can't go the other way around. It's frustrating. But that's just a little side rant. the Lions, yeah, they just got outclassed, and now it's early set. It looks like the Packers are now the team to beat in the division, but it's early. I can't really overreact too much, but the Lions really need to step up their game if they're going to get a chance to win this division. It's not going to be the same as last year. And my player of the game, since the Packers won, I'll give the overall player game. I'll give it to Micah Parsons. I hate to say it, but I think he was impactful. He only had one sack. The stats aren't going to show it, but you watch the game, he was always a factor, and he opened up things for Rashawn Gary. He had he made a few plays, and the linebacking crew, the Packers defense looked really good. So if I had to give it to one person on the defense, I would just give it to Micah Parsons. Player of the game for the Lions, I'm going to give that to Sam Laporta. The Lions offense couldn't get anything going, but when they did, it was Sam Laporta being able to get down the field. He made some big plays, just couldn't get in the end zone. And I'm going to, again, give a side Lions game a shout-out to Isaac Tesla. He scores a touchdown, made a great catch, and, his first career touchdown. He was, again, like I said in previous videos, he was the player of the game, player of the preseason for the Lions. So, but yeah, that caps off a crappy weekend. I had to work Saturday, watch Michigan get destroyed by Oklahoma. I mean, maybe I'm overreacting on destroyed, but it was a bad game. And the Lions looked like crap against the Green Bay Packers. And I only got one day off for it. So hopefully next weekend will bear better results. Then next weekend, Michigan is home against Central Michigan. Like I said, if I have time off and if money works out, I'll try to be at that game. Usually those games against Central Michigan, the tickets are cheap, so I might try to go to that game. And I will be at the Lions-Bears game. That's in Ford Field. So I'll be doing a report from there. But my next video will be next Saturday. Just don't know where. But until then, hey, it's only week 1. There'll be better days. And at least football's back, and this time it counts. Congratulations to the Packers out there. Out of all the divisional rivals, as far as fan bases, they're at least the friendliest. Bears fans are annoying. Vikings fans are annoying. Packer fans have always treated me pretty well. So, despite the fact that their team has just owned the whole division historically, but we'll see what happens. We played the Packers again on Thanksgiving, so we'll see how that goes. And the NFL's a long season; things change, and maybe the Lions will be a better team by that time. They were not ready for this game. They did not look ready. The Packers looked like they wanted it more, and maybe the Irish are just the better team. So congratulations once again. Until then, go Lions, go Blue, go Pistons, go Tigers, and go Red Wings. And until I see you again, stay safe out there.